Gotcha math is just like any other sort of math, but every time you finish an equation, you spend $100.
Exactly. Gotcha math. It's just like boy math.
Yes, right. I'm losing money if I don't do a 10 pull.
If there's any TikToks of gotcha math as a trend, someone send it to me. I'll love it.
Oh, but, if it doesn't exist already, what are people even doing?
You're tuned into the GOCast podcast, your one-stop shop for updates, news, tips, and community in the world of Pokemon Go. Thank you for listening.
Watch your step. Dondozo, the big catfish Pokemon, swims into Pokemon Go during an upcoming event.
Looking for something to do with 99 of your closest friends? Gigantamax battles have you covered.
And more on this episode of GOCast. Hello and welcome to the GOCast podcast, episode 337. It's August 19th, a Tuesday afternoon. I'm your host, Chris, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Kyle.
Hiya.
Hey, Kyle, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Doing all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Got enough sleep.
Oh my
Didn't
gosh.
work today. You know,
Whoa.
It's good.
That's crazy. Yeah, Tuesdays. We haven't recorded on a Tuesday in a hot minute. But we decided that we should probably record a little bit earlier because this entire past weekend was Worlds, and we had DeFi's 4-part coverage series that she did with interviews and commentary and all that good stuff. And I was supposed to do a solo show this weekend for this one piece of news, but then we would have had nothing to talk about on Thursday. But then if we record on Thursday, it'd be too late because of the big event this week. You know, things just happened. So here we are a little earlier than usual. And we're excited to talk about Pokemon Go. There's lots of big, literally big things happening in Pokemon Go in many different ways right now. But Worlds are over. So if you want to catch up on what happened and how it was kind of like on a day-by-day experience, I suppose, go back and listen to the Worlds 2025 bonus episodes, which would be the last 4 episodes on this feed that DeFi did, live and on location, so to speak. Actually, not even so to speak, literally live and on location.
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Kyle, you and I set some goals a week and a half ago now, looking at Munchlax's Hatch Day and then the Origin Form Raid Day as well. That was happening that upcoming weekend. So you set 3 goals. One was 300,000 experience.
I did do that.
Okay, and did you get a snom?
I did. I got like 10 snob.
Oh,
ish. Let's
Okay.
actually make sure I'm not lying. Nope, I only got 5.
oh my gosh!
Maybe 7 because I may have transferred the really bad ones, but they were
okay.
all bad. So
They were all bad. Yeah,
they were all bad.
I think I've got like a 92 or an 89 or something.
I probably hatched 50 eggs, 57K eggs over that week, that 4 days, whatever it was.
Yeah. And all you got was this T-shirt and 6 snom.
6 nom and I got a decent amount of Charcadet. I liked that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And none of them were shiny, unfortunately.
I already have a shiny.
Well, you don't you
And
need another one?
I have a shiny with the Might and Mastery background.
Wow.
So
truly blessed. Truly blessed. All right. So Snom, yes. Did you max the ghost type?
I did. I maxed my Hundo Sableye.
Wow. Okay. Did you already have one?
I did. It was already level 40. I had leveled it up a long time ago, but I had enough XL to take it to 50. So
Okay. So now you've got 2 maxed out Sableye.
no, I had a level 41. I never
Yeah.
took one to 50, so I maxed that one.
Okay.
And then
I understand now.
And I had another one at level 40. I think that I made originally for PvP. I don't, or whatever it had to be at that time. I've spent a lot of candy on Sableye for no good reason.
Well, we have had a lot of Sableye over time from all the events and stuff, and they were like everywhere in eggs for the longest time.
I have
so
way too many shiny Sableye. Jesus.
yeah, that's a common one.
Go away.
That's a common one. Well, great. 3 for 3 for you, Mr. Kyle. We love that. Great. Cool. For myself, 2 shiny Munchlax. I did that. I got 3 shiny Munchlax, and I had one from a previous engagement in Pokemon Go. So now I've got a total of 4. So line right up for some exclusive trades there, folks. Probably you and Alex, Kyle, unless you have them already. But yeah, shiny Munchlax, easy peasy. Was not too hard. Max, another hundo. I did do that, although now it was so long ago, I don't remember what it was, like at all. It might have been another Quackquaval. I caught another hundo Larvitar this weekend. I
wish you could sort by Pokemon levels in the game. I don't think you can, right?
No, it's just like
in the search string.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you can, but I mean, like, you know, CP is like a loose approximation, but you start getting down to like non-legendaries, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't work for like anything that's not meta.
Yeah, 100%.
I got 4 hundos in the last week.
Wow, what were they?
2 of them were Carablast.
Good. Good. And then
a Pancham and a Growlithe.
Very nice. The Pancham is sick.
These were all on the same day. My God.
Wow, you had a
banner
day. You should make that Pancham a Pangoro already.
I can't do that. It actually takes time to evolve that Pokemon.
Yeah, it does. It does. And then my last one was raid just enough to get just enough of the origin forms to finish research if there was any, and thank goodness there was not. So I did one of each, and that was
too.
It. Yeah, I was like, sure, I'm feeling festive. I'll do one of each. Like,
I'll join this raid that I don't remember who invited me.
It's fine, whatever.
So
that's great.
This just occurred to me because I was looking at my hundos that I just caught because I caught them in a party. Don't ask.
Why were you at a party?
I had to do catch 100 Pokemon for the
masterwork. Yeah,
in a party, and I was like, okay, fine.
Horrendous.
It should tell you who invited you to the raid when you catch a raid Pokemon. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very cool. Or if you invited yourself to the raid. It would still be cool if it told you like whose raid you joined or something. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. I did also, because Worlds was this weekend, I did some spending of my Stardust.
Yeah.
And I went underneath my 30 million mark. I did.
Okay.
I dipped down. I built a Greninja. I built a Florges, which in order to evolve the Floette into Florges, you need to get it 20 hearts. So that was a multi-day excursion right there. But I did do it, and boys, it's strong. And I built like 2 other things I can't remember, but those were my 2 notable ones. A shiny Greninja that was actually pretty okay rank for Ultra League.
No Credilli?
No Credilli. No, I still
not a filthy meta chaser.
No, I just like watching those matches. I didn't see why it was good. And then understand, please.
80% representation.
I'm bad at GBL. So when I say things like I don't get it, doesn't mean that it's bad. It means that I'm bad and don't understand why it's good. You know? Yeah, everybody had Credilli, dude. It was pretty crazy. Also, a fair amount of Galicipods. Love that. Yep. Love that. Very cool. So I did the last goal doesn't really count because it didn't really happen. So I'm going to say 2 out of 2 instead of 3 out of 3.
100% is 100%.
I suppose so, but it's different. It's different, in my head. So that's fine. Okay. We've got just a little bit of news here to talk about this week, so we're going to hop right to it, I suppose. Yo, what up? It's the news. Okie dokie. We've got 1 real event and 1 fake update to share with you today. The event, the new one, is the Sunkissed Shores. This event will be starting on Monday, August 25th at 10 a.m. and will run to Tuesday, August 31st at 8 p.m. local time. It has a debut. Dondozo, the big catfish Pokemon, will make its Pokemon Go debut. Tom Kench, the Pokemon. Event bonus, 2 times experience for winning raid battles. Wild encounters include Psyduck, Shelder, Marill, Shuckle, Wingull, Tepig, Helioptile, all of the Oricorios, but only the one that's in your region. Bone Sweet, Sandygast, Lechonk, and Alolan Exeggutor. Everything on this list, including the Oricorio variations, can be shiny. Alolan Exeggutor can be shiny in the wild, which is great because you can't really evolve into it, so that has to be the case. So there's that. We love that. In raids, 1-star raids will feature Slackoth wearing a visor, Curly Form Tatsugiri, Droopy Form Tatsugiri, and Stretchy Form Tatsugiri, depending on where you are for your appropriate regional. And then 3-star raids will feature Alolan Raichu, Alolan Marowak, and Dondozo. So you can focus and target Dondozo in 3-star raids, which you probably can solo if you're not like level 20. You might still be able. I, mean, I don't know.
You might need to be like level 25.
Maybe.
Like 20 would be that's a tough sell, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It's just been so long. I have no concept of what is.
Maybe if you get a Eternatus off of your free pass as a level 20 player, maybe that could do it.
Could do it.
Actually, no.
Could do it. Field research tasks. Complete field research tasks to earn encounters with event-themed Pokemon. I'm willing to bet Dondozo is probably in there. Paid time to research number 1 for US $199, 4,000 XP, 3,000 Stardust, a Pineapple Berry bag avatar item, and more. And then for paid time to research number 2, that's right, not 1, but 2 paid time to research tickets in the same event, the same price of US $199, 3,000 Stardust, 2 premium battle passes, and encounters with Slackoth wearing a visor and Dondozo. And then as some sort of apology, I suppose, from the universe, the free time to research that we will all receive during this event will net you 10,000 experience, 7,000 Stardust, and encounters with event-themed Pokemon. Of course, if you intend to buy one or both of the paid time to research tickets, please do so in the web store so you get your extra pat on the back from Niantic Scopely when you do so.
Please don't buy that first one. Please.
But it's the avatar item.
No, don't do it.
But what if there's a clone Charizard in the and more?
No. There won't be.
What if you knew there was? Would you buy this ticket for $199?
Probably.
Yeah, that's a good sell. That's a good sell. Pokemon Go team, take notes.
I'd probably do it for $4.99, but no more than that.
I would probably buy if there were all 3 in a $9.99. I'd buy that.
I probably would too.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
But don't buy this first one, please. The second one's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna buy that first one, and then I'll tell
I know.
you
We
how...
just discussed how much money Chris has wasted on time research.
We didn't.
On special
we didn't
research.
discuss specifically. We discussed how impressive my completed research. That's what it was, right?
I criticized how much money it cost you. Is what I did.
So, dear trader, for some context, Kyle and I play this game every day, and yet there are things that sneak by us in big ways, right? And they're usually small quality of life changes that we're both like, oh, holy cow, when did that happen? And in this case, if you go to your research tab and then you go all the way over to the right to the special tab, it used to be that all of your research would be listed underneath your completed stuff or your uncompleted stuff. It would be just listed and you could scroll. Have you been playing for 8 years like we have, 9 years like we have? You scroll forever, right? They made it so you could collapse it. And not only that, in the line that's collapsible, it says completed research, and then in parentheses, the number of completed researches that you've done that are in that list. Kyle, how many have you done again?
292.
292. And then Kyle said, I think you've done 348 or something like that today.
Yeah.
And I said
Didn't think long about it.
You should have thought longer.
I didn't think long enough about it.
You were close. It's 551.
550.
551. Okay.
Yeah. That does include stuff like every community day research and stuff like that. So
yes.
There's a lot of every single one that's different between me and Chris is a minimum $2. Just everyone can do the math.
That's not true. There have been several free ones that you just have not done in the past.
No, because I would have them uncompleted, which I don't. I have logged in every single day for this game. The only ones I've missed were GoFest I didn't go to, which is in single digits. So
I suppose that's true.
I have not missed a single free research ever.
Okay.
So
All right.
just make it very clear. Anyways.
Okay.
We have to talk about Dondozo now.
Do we have to? Yeah, we do.
I mean, it'd be very quick.
Okay, so this event introducing Dondozo, right? Interesting wild encounter pool. Again, that the raids are small and sort of organized. The really only big, not even big, but the only slight is that first ticket, like you said, right? So beyond that, thoughts, feelings, do you agree with me that the wild encounter pool is all right?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I could not care less about Oricorio. So
Yeah.
it's just fine. I don't know. I like tall boys being in the wild. Those are fun.
That's right.
That's kind of it. Dondozo is a fun Pokemon, but I don't care that much about it. It's fine. It's a very gimmicked Pokemon, and it is never going to matter in Go, so it really... This was the best way to do it. It is exactly like Turtonator and Drampa, in which it doesn't really matter that much in Go.
Yeah. The thing with Tatsugiri that it does in the main series games does not have a place in Go. Mm-hmm. So it is largely a paperweight Pokemon. We need to have a name for these like dead in the water Pokemon that they put into this game.
Yeah.
We need a term.
So many.
One of the 3 active Pokemon Go subreddits. You guys find a term and you let the rest of the internet know, and we'll hear it through the grapevine. Because, like heck, I'm going on those subreddits, let me tell you.
Well, don't ever go on the main Pokemon subreddit. Not main Pokemon Go subreddit. It's awful. It's awful.
Doing that. No thanks, I'm good.
The Sylph Road is still rough. But
Sylph Road is just too holier than thou for my tastes, I think. Yeah, but that's sort of Reddit in general.
I check in on the Sylph Road about once a week on that subreddit.
And I salute you for that. Thank you for bringing the important stuff here and leaving the rest where I don't have to worry about it.
You're welcome. I dig through all of it so everybody else doesn't have to. So I have one thing to bring up for my week in Go before we move on to the next one, because I forgot to bring it up at the top of the show, and it's a fun story.
Okay.
My significant other and I went to IHOP after we got off of work one day. It was 11 o'clock at night. We were waiting for some people to meet us, and so we'd open up Pokemon Go. We were waiting for our food or whatever, and finally trading a bunch of Machop that they had from the Classic for me to evolve and stuff like that. Our waiter comes around and says, "Oh, you guys play Pokemon Go?" And he looks at me and he's like, "Do you have an extra Mewtwo?" And I'm like, "Oh no." Now comes the time where I have to make a decision.
Uh-huh.
And the decision is yes. Yes, I do have an extra Mewtwo. So I traded him a Mewtwo because he didn't have a Mewtwo. And it was the only Pokemon he was missing from Kanto.
Okay.
He's level 40 trainer, so has played the game. It's a very painful 1 million Stardust trade.
You got the dust to spare.
This is what I played the game for.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's his feel good. He was very happy.
What did you get in return?
Being realistic, there was not really anything that they had that I wanted.
Isn't that just the rub?
I mean, whatever. I traded. It was a guaranteed lucky because the Mewtwo was old enough in the trade with them.
Yeah.
So I traded for like a Larvitar, and it was like a 96% or something. So
all right. Hey,
whatever. I kept it, and it's So fun stories. Yeah.
Wow. Good. That's awesome. Great. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, a lot of gumption for the waiter to be like, "Hey, do you have an extra Mewtwo? The legendary that we haven't seen for like a year and a half."
18 months.
Yeah.
And the funniest part, I am so close to being able to say no to that question because.
Why are you happy about that? Chris, I got to tell you, I'm so close to being broken enough to say no to these people.
I said no. literally say no. As in, no, I actually do not have enough Mewtwo.
Oh, okay.
Because I have like 4 Mewtwo that are powered up past level 40.
Yes.
I have like 18 Shadow Mewtwo. And then I have like 3 regular Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And one of them is below 1500. So I'm like,
dying breed. And then the next time it comes around into a raid, we're going to be like, well, now everybody's going to get it, so I'm not going to save them again.
Yeah.
And then, geez. When will we see Mewtwo, man? Probably
I mean, they
an
got
anniversary event, right?
You think they're going to wait all the way until next year? I don't know. Mewtwo is due. I feel like we have to get Mewtwo in raids before Christmas. It's been a long time.
Maybe during Halloween.
Would be crazy. All right.
That would be crazy. Yeah. Shadow Ball, baby. Hey.
Speaking of sought after Pokemon, though.
Oh yeah, hey, nice transition. All right, the next thing in the news here is a little short one, but it's got big consequences. Updates to Pokemon Go's Gigantamax battles. Trainers band together in bigger ways than ever before to take on Gigantamax battles in Eternamax Eternatus. Starting with Pokemon Go Fest 2025 Max Finale, groups of up to 100 trainers split into groups of 4 or fewer can join the same battle against a Gigantamax Pokemon or Eternamax Eternatus. The more trainers who join in, the greater the chance of success. Who would have guessed? This change will apply worldwide, and it will remain in effect after the conclusion of the event. So they just kind of made Gigantamax battles a lot easier. Granted, you have enough people to make it easy.
They made it easier for stuff that's not Eternamax, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Eternamax it's going to require it, basically. That's the rub.
One would hope.
Well,
One would hope.
We know at least a little bit because it was available in Anaheim.
Yeah.
So we know enough that lobbies of 100 trainers were taking 2 max phases to KO Eternamax. That's a lot. That's kind of crazy. And obviously, 75 of those people were bringing Wooloos and Squavets. So it's hard for us to get a real judge until we see lobbies of people who know what they're doing.
I want a world where 100 people all bringing unleveled Wooloos still make it work, man. That's what I want.
I mean, I think at 100 people, that should work, personally.
Yeah.
But I don't think the system works like that, unfortunately.
I'm just surprised the system of the video game works well enough to do this at all.
Well, let's wait and see, shall we?
Okay, I suppose. Speaking
too soon right now.
Yeah, putting the mud stale ahead of the cart.
You could join your first 100 lobby, your game could crash, and you could not be able to open it for the next 8 hours. So let's
true.
Let's
you
slow the roll there.
Yeah, for sure. You could get banned.
Oh,
that's the worst thing that can happen. Can you imagine?
That is the worst.
You buy ticket, you buy like a bunch of stuff with coins, and the first one you do, you get kicked out and you get banned for some reason. Amazing.
Oh, God.
Amazing.
Well,
so 100 people. That's the
100 people. And this seems like this is a good time we're going to talk about here, not in Gear Up or anything. Eternatus.
Yeah.
Not whether he's good or not, because Eternatus is great. It's objectively it's good. There's not really any room in talking about it. But the upgrade cost. If you've been on the internet, especially because it was available at Anaheim, you can see how much it costs. And the answer is from when you get it, which I believe it's level 15.
Yeah.
8,900 regular candy and 8,900 XL candy. That's intense.
Yeah.
I think max battles are looking at between 70 and 140 regular candy and like 30 and 60 XL candy. So there's one silver lining for this whole thing. The pass, if you buy it, get for the max finale, gives a metric ton of candy. If you buy it, you can get your Eternatus to level 38.5 with just the candy that it gives you.
Okay. I mean, up to like rank 100?
Yes, if you finish the pass for everything that's non Stardust or whatever. I haven't scrolled to see the very, very bottom.
No, you should check to see what the rewards are from rank 100 all the way to 500.
All the way to 500. Okay, yes.
Instead of Stardust, they give you candy now.
Yeah, so this is assuming you finish the entire thing.
It gives you XP and Eternamax candy.
Yeah, but
not
that much candy.
No, it's
all of the real
but
candy is before 100.
But it is notable. I think this one is different because the other ones have been when we have extra ranks. It's just like here's Stardust, here's blah 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 for doing it.
It is noteworthy.
Experience and Eternatus candy too. So if you're a non-50 player and you go really ham, make sure that you don't claim all those rewards without popping a lucky egg. Don't go blindly be like, oh, star piece and claim. Make sure it's a lucky egg. It's a lot of experience if you do it all at once.
Yeah, it is. It's 200,000 experience if you do it all at once.
Yeah, it's
without a lucky egg. But it is only 400 candy. So
but it's something. But it's something.
Just want to say that the previous level 87. Mm-hmm. gives 50 candy by itself. So the majority is all there. If you get to 100, you can get Eternatus to 38.5.
Okay.
Now, what if you want to max out your Eternatus? What if you want to get to level 50? Just level 50. Well, I don't have the numbers for just level 50. Just level 50 and max attack maxed because you're going to want to use max attack. If you buy the premium pass, it's 167 max battles. Yeah. And if you want to max all 3 moves, I don't know why you would. If you did, it's 180 max battles. And then obviously divide it in half if you ever double your rewards. So,
and before you're like, but Kyle, what if I use silver pineapple berries or pineapple berries at the end of each max battle? You don't get to catch that Eternatus. You just do the battle.
Correct.
So you're really at the mercy of just the raw math here.
Yeah, but not only that, time. The max battles take time.
They do take time.
And they take a long time. Like a lot longer than doing a raid.
Yep.
Someone has the math here at between 500 and 900 minutes of max battles if you wanted to max everything. So suddenly that little scam button is looking very tempting.
Looking pretty good, and they did that on purpose, 100%. Mm-hmm. But am I going to hit that 60 times? I don't think so.
Absolutely not. I might hit it 10 times though, because
maybe
fun. This is the one silver lining for those of you who want to spend money, get the Pokemon, and also make it more usable. Level 40 with max attack is only 19 max battles.
Okay.
So, and you'll also have a bunch of XL candy to spare. That's just to get it to level 40. So, if you get it to level 40, you will also get it to level 42 just because you have XL candy extra. So, realistically speaking, if you're playing this like a Go event, that's what I would recommend you aim for. If you're not looking at it as a dex completion, which would be a fair assessment considering how expensive this is.
Right. And or if you're the sort of person that, because many people took this route, when max battles came out, because it was an enclosed system, they're like, I'm good, not really participating. Then this is perfect for you. You're going to be so less stressed than the rest of us.
Yeah, well, you get Eternatus for free. Just to be clear, for those of you who may have forgotten, if you just get to the pass to level 60, you get it for free. This is a great time to talk about this. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, Chris. The current pass and what gives experience.
Yeah, it's a bit heavy-handed, but it thematically makes sense with the event.
The pass you only get experience for the pass if you do max battles or if you do raids. Different amounts for different raid levels and stuff like that.
Yep.
That's painful. over the course of this week, the run-up, not that bad. It's actually pretty manageable. You do a few 1-star raid, 1-star max battles. You do 1-star raid or whatever.
Well,
you're fine.
You can only earn 50. So if you do 2 1-star max battles, you're there.
No, a 1-star max battle only gives 10 points. So you have to do 4.
You're right. The 5 stars
give
you
4.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, the run-up, it's fine. But this weekend, even if they like increase the point gain by 10 times, I'm really worried about this weekend. I really, really hope there are different tasks. Otherwise, getting even to level 100 feels feels intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm reserving judgment, but because the last 2 they've done a very good job at. But the limited nature of this week is very scary to me.
Yeah, I was expecting to be able to grind a little bit more during this week, considering there were so many. They made a point of making so many max Pokemon available. And the legendaries are kind of really tempting. I've done like 6 or 7 remotes just because they were a legendary I wanted to do. And then come to find out that only like 4 of them actually counted over the course of those first 2 days towards the pass was a little bit frustrating.
Yeah. But I mean, we get why they limited it per day. We knew that was coming. I'm more worried about the tasks being limited. The fact that it's only max battles. There's no catch Pokemon. There's no walk distance. There's no spend Stardust. There's nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. It could be. Could be like every hour or something. If we're lucky, you get a different one, and it could be like 500 points.
If they don't change it and it's only max battles give a bunch of points, I'm going to be pretty upset. Mm-hmm. Even though I am planning on doing max battles because that's what I'm. Like,
it's just a bad model.
I'm there for the Eternatus.
It's just a bad model. Yeah. I understand. I'm with you too. I'm having a really hard time, really like caring about this. Like Eternatus is exciting, and Eternatus and doing 100 trainer max battles, Gigantamax battles rather, is exciting on paper, but for some reason it's not doing it for me. And I love max battles. I think it's some of the best content in the game. Actually, it probably is the best content in the game right now. It's engaging, it's fun. You're responsible for the things you do, and you feel like you have impact, especially in a group of 4 against a legendary. Like today, we did my sister, my friend Alex, and I 3-manned a Zapdos. And Zapdos is a bit of a bummer to do right now, unless actually I couldn't even tell you which max Pokemon you should bring. I brought a Zacian, I brought a Blissey, and I brought a Metagross. And the steel type moves were not very effective against the electric typing of the Zapdos, right? And so the 2 of them died, and there was like 40% health left. And so they were just cheering me on, and it was a slow burn. I got there. They got me and my Blissey and my Metagross. I was swapping between them and doing different things to see which was doing the most damage and stuff, resisted or not. But it took like 8 minutes to get it down. And that felt great to finish it, even if it was a bit of a grind. But I was like, I feel like I did something. I got us over the finish line. I did a thing. They helped me do it. We were a team, right? And that feels great. But
my question though, for like that scenario, because if you've done Gigantamax battles in particular, you've probably been in a similar scenario.
Yeah,
at least once. Do you feel like that made you want to go do another one? Did you finish that 8-minute grind to survive and win, and been like, I need to go do another a max battle now?
It made me say, I think I'm good on Zapdos right now.
Okay.
And thank goodness there's a lot of other ones. Like Articuno's great because your Zacian's super effective against it because the steel versus the ice, and that's very nice. Yeah. But I don't know. It was a cool experience. I see what you're saying. It was a great experience to have. Would I want to do it again by choice? And that answer is likely no. At least like right now. Tomorrow, I would probably make the same decision again and be in the same spot, right?
Yeah, I think that's what kind of it boils down to when it's a long drawn out thing.
Yeah.
It's that like you want to feel rewarded, but at the end of the day, you got the same thing that you would have gotten if you had done a raid in 90 seconds. It can't Dynamax, obviously.
But like we've said on the show before, like raiding is really good, and it's fun, but the active raiding itself isn't good or fun, right? Mm-hmm. Like you get such a sense of agency and impact in max battles that just isn't available in raid battles. And therefore, like, I would almost rather, in most cases, 8 minutes is a long time, but like if it was going to take me 3 minutes of doing the same thing, I would rather do that over a 30-second raid. But also for trainers like you and I, Kyle, the return on that, the thing is, like, I'm here for rewards and I get to catch a legendary. That's great. Like the allure of said legendary is so minimal for us at this point.
Yeah.
We've caught hundreds of each of the birds at this point in other legendary, like whatever,
Yeah, it's that reminds me of at that dinner at IHOP. Also talked to my significant other's coworkers who play Go very, very casually. And have you actually ever talked to somebody who plays Go casually?
I don't talk to casual Go players. No.
Okay, exactly. It's a different universe. Like we're not even. I can't even speak the same language with somebody who is super casual, and it feels kind of. They're like, yeah, I got this. I don't even know how I got it. And they showed me a Necrozma, and I'm like, well, you did it. You did a raid for it. There was an event
during this event in these days.
Did it. You did it, and I got this one when it happened too.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, what's that?" Because I showed them the fused form.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
can't imagine playing this game that casually. Because I play with my sister every once in a while, and she is what I would consider casual, but she opens the game every day, and she plays little bit, and she's level 40 or 43.
Casual players, in my head now, they catch one shiny during a community day.
How could
maybe two.
Oh my god.
It's the range of types of players in this game is so big because we're about to go into a weekend where the hardcore players are going to drop $400 to $500 for one Pokemon.
They are. Yeah.
And then there's going to be other people who are like, I can't get to level 60 on the battle pass. So like, and then there's going to be someone else who's like, there's an event going on this weekend. Like,
well, welcome to our new segment, the elitist plateau, where we just profess how bad people are that aren't us to the village below.
I'm not saying they're bad though. I'm just like, it's so hard to think about the game from that perspective.
Yeah, I have
so
no concept.
Foreign to me.
Concept. I'm with you. It's funny though, but I mean, honestly, and I'm sure a fair amount of people that listen to our show are that player, right? And they have fun doing that, whatever. And we're big proponents of play how you want to play. That's really the most important part. Don't let the game design and don't let other people bully you into doing whatever, even though we literally do that to each other every single week here. But don't do it. It is difficult to maintain that perspective, and that sounds refreshing. I would have absolutely loved to talk to those trainers and have them ask their questions and stuff. But that's so funny. I don't even know how I got this to Crozma. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I didn't know how to respond to that. You did the raid. You accepted the invite. I'm sure it was a remote raid.
That's like saying, "Oh, I got this varsity jacket Pikachu. When was this? It was this last week." Oh man, hey, can we take a moment to say that the varsity jacket Pikachu goes hard, man?
Yeah, it's good.
Good Pikachu. That I saw pictures of that plush. So much FOMO from Worlds this past week. Oh my god, dude! So many pictures. The merch was beautiful. The branding was wonderful. That Toad School on roller skates is peak Pokemon design. Just so good.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I'm going next year if I have to walk, man. I'm going.
If you have to walk.
I'm going. It's going to be such a big year. It'll be Pokemon's, what is it, 30th, I think? And then Go's 10th?
No. Ghost launched in 17.
Is it? Yeah, but
16?
16.
No, it did launch in 16.
Yeah.
Wasn't this last year the 30th anniversary, though? Of Pokemon?
Next year's a big year, isn't it?
Didn't It's Super Effective rant about the 30th anniversary being really bad over and over again at the start of this year?
No, okay. No, 30th anniversary of the Pokemon franchise is in 2026.
Okay. That's fine.
Anniversary date's February 27th. That's Pokemon Day. So,
yeah,
it's going to be big.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. I'm going.
Start saving money today. And you'll be
Start saving money today. Okay, wow. For the shortest content-wise of news segments we've ever had, boy, are we overstaying our welcome or what? Okay, so all of that is to say that's the end of the news section. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's going to be PokéPoll and then emails and voicemails this week. We're going to keep it kind of short because we've got a lot of emails and voicemails and stuff. So see you there.
And we're back with last week's PokéPoll, which was, what Pokemon have we not seen for a community day yet that you think would be the worst choice to feature and why? First response from Sarah Laura said, referencing 2 weeks ago, Bronzor.
+1.
Yeah, it's +1.
Yep. That'd be awful.
The next one's from Lemurio, and they said, you said the obvious with Plusle and Minun, and unfortunately my all-time low of Gothita has been one, too. But I don't think in the few years I've been playing that the ultimate most despicable Pokemon, Cubchoo, has been dripping his snot nose into my nice community day. Let's keep it that way.
Snot Bear is fine. He's okay.
I like Cubchoo.
Yeah, Cubchoo's a cutie.
It would be a pretty not great community day, but I do like Cubchoo.
It would be. Yeah.
If Ice type just wasn't so garbage, I could feel more excited when something is an Ice type. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because Beartic is pretty cool.
That's right.
Next one from Hisui and Ryan. They said, Bruxish. They look like they have an eyelash stuck in their eye to me, and that makes me itchy. And the shiny looks like an evil witch turned Ronald McDonald into a fish.
Yeah.
Okay, look. I hate Bruxish. This is an awful Pokemon. Bottom 10 probably for me. But its shiny is supreme. It's so garish, but in a good way, unlike the default skin, which is bad. Yeah, so
we're teaching people new words on this episode today. That's awesome. Yeah, dude. I would agree. I think the shiny is spectacular. But I think the hate is like somewhat justified, even though I disagree.
Yeah, absolutely justified. I do like the shiny, but I hate the Pokemon.
Okay, yeah. Don't hate the shiny, hate the Pokemon.
No, I will hate the shiny, just like Charcadet.
Okay.
I hate Charcadec's shiny. It makes me so angry.
Yeah, because that Pokemon is so sick.
It makes me so angry.
Yeah, we're never going to get another Mega Man Pokemon, and they blew it.
They did blow it.
They blew it.
Next one's from Don Faustino. I'm answering this week's PokéPoll from the perspective of a shiny collector and also a statistician, I guess. I think Pokemon with RNG associated with them would be bad for a community day. It would simply drive us insane. Salandite community day. At least they're no longer in 12k eggs for 3 hours. 1/8 chance to get a female times 125 shiny chance equals 1 in 200 odds. That isn't too bad, actually. Tandem out community day. Good luck getting that shiny family of 3 mousehold. 1 in 100 chance times 125 shiny equals 1 in 2,500. Also, think about how much Dynamax candy you'll need to even just attempt to evolve.
Yeah.
Sinisty community day. 1 in 100 odds to find the antique form times 125 shiny chance equals 1 in 2,500. Equally rare with the only child mousehold, but a different kind of torture finding that antique in the wild. I'm going to take a counterpoint here in that this is the best case scenario, and therefore it would not be that bad. Because the worst case scenario is the ones we currently have, where you could hatch a male shiny Salandite from a 12K egg and then never see another shiny Salandite again in your life.
Yeah.
So
That's very possible.
But you missed one though. Missed one, and that would be oh my goodness, the name Dunsparce, the Dunsparce. 3-segment to Dunsparce. Shiny to Dunsparce for Community Day? I don't know.
I kind of would be into it. I feel like that's the only way to make that really exciting.
I mean, it's the same exact thing as Tandemouth.
Yeah, but I don't like Tandemaus nearly as much as I like Dunsparce.
I mean, it's fair. Just saying. Similar concept. So
no offense, Polymice.
I think the Dunsparce would be the best of the three of Tandemouth and Sinistea for like the bad odds. And Salandite Community Day would actually go pretty hard, I'm not going to lie, just because it would be nice to have access to it. I still don't have a female Salandite, by the way.
We got to figure that out for you, man.
I don't hatch 12K eggs, so it's not that surprising, but I have hatched like, I don't know, 20 of them. 20 Salandites. They're all
five more, and then you're guaranteed one. That's how it works.
No, 5 more, and I have a 50% chance. That's how it works.
Yes, you're right.
I've played way too many gacha games to not know that statistic.
Gacha math is just like any other sort of math, but every time you finish an equation, you spend $100.
Exactly. Gacha math is just like boy math.
Yes, right. I'm losing money if I don't do a 10 pull.
If there's any TikToks of gacha math as a trend, someone send it to me. I'll love it.
Oh, if it doesn't exist already, what are people even doing?
That's what I'm saying. It's got to exist. I
to.
entered that statement with confidence that it exists. All right. Next was from Mikey Midas, and they said, I personally think that a Zubat Community Day would be a pain to do for several hours. Those bats flying around like crazy as I'm trying to hit great throws. The shinies would be nice, and I'd like to see Golbat and Crobat receive more love, but actually playing this Community Day would not be fun. I agree. That is a great, different take on this question.
I super disagree. I think it'd be really fun.
I would not want to catch Zubat for 3 hours.
I would go to the most public place I could find with the most people in it that I know are going to play Go, and just people watch the whole time. Just see people swear at their phones.
This would be a absolute prime ice burn plus and put the phone away Community Day.
Yeah, a little.
Just let the plus go. I just won't even try.
You're like, I'd rather have the base with a little bit bonus from the thing instead of just hand catching and missing every ball.
Every ball. Oh, yeah. God. I'll miss more trying to hand catch than my plus will let run away.
So I don't see why they don't do a Community Day weekend and then do a taken over event, like a Team Rocket taken over event, and have a Community Day taken over and do something that's uniquely frustrating like this. It's not like offensively bad. It's just a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
you know?
if thematically, if they hit a good theme with something like this, I'd be down. I'd be behind it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So like,
or
but
like
if this
a
just
coughing
happened,
Ekans one would be cool.
Like if October was just Zubat Community Day, I'm boycotting.
I'm here for your balls.
Gonna move on. Next one is a form of an email from Sound. They said, hey, was the bug enthusiast last time about Snoms and Frostmoth? I got at least enough candy to evolve. Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, so it was Sound. I was so off when I said Tom, and I knew I was off, but I didn't know I was that off. Woo!
Here to answer the worst possible Community Day, and it's totally not biased whatsoever. Burmy. Its shiny is the worst. I loved using a good Wormadam to try to round out bug mono teams in the mainline games for coverage, but her shiny ain't it. Plus, you would have to grind shinies that are female for the 3 types and a male for Mothim. That's a lot of RNG. Shiny vibes all Sound.
+1.
+1.
Kyle's out. He loves Burmy. He thinks the shinies are superb.
No, the shiny is garbage. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, no? Just the one cloak is garbage.
I think that the fact that there are four forms, 4 types, whatever, because of the gender and the types, gives it at least a little bit of value from a collector's perspective. So I think there is a little bit of redeeming value to Burmy. So I can't give it a +1, but I see where it's coming from.
All right. You're giving it a thumbs up.
Like if Burmy happened, I would probably go out and let my
20
plus
minutes.
catch it for like maybe a half hour.
Yeah.
And see what I got, and then be like, are they all male? No? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
That's what I think I already have. I have at least one shiny Burmy, so maybe that would be a different story. But anyways. Next one on the forum, an email from Sherman. They said, hey there again, GOCast. Sherman here. I just wanted to give a little email for the PokéPoll this week. You want to know what the worst possible community day could be? After a bit of brainstorming, the worst idea came to mind. Love Disc. With a max CP of under 1,000 and not useful in raids or PvP, Love Disc is terrible because it also does not have an evolution, so grinding candy would be basically useless. The only thing that could be somewhat good would be the fact that the shiny is not that bad. The shiny is gold, by the way.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Hopefully you guys will like the idea for a bad community day and hope this does not actually happen. Shiny vibes all, Sherman.
I'm putting this energy out into the universe, but I am certainly not responsible for
I
it.
am absconding from any. Oh my God, words. Never mind. I can't. Any blame if it happens.
Oh, man, my man pulled out garish earlier. Couldn't remember blame.
I said abscond 2 seconds, 2 words before. Look, sometimes when you speak in 25-cent words, you forget the 5-cent ones.
I tell people I speak English and I'm a natural born English speaker, but I make no guarantees about fluency. Oh, jeez.
Also, I have a perfect suite of shiny Burmy.
Do you?
I have one of each color or one of each type in female and one extra male. So if I were to evolve them, I'd have all of the Wormadams. I can't actually believe that. That's amazing.
I've got 2 female sand, 1 female trash, and 1 female the grass one. And the other guys.
So you have no male.
No, I have males, but I'm just saying the females.
Oh, okay.
I have 6 total. 2 sand, 3 trash, 1 grass.
Yeah. Okay. So I would not be taking part in that community day. You can have a +1.
It's Ralt's spotlight hour right now. How interesting.
It is.
Turning my
It
phone
is.
off now. Speaking of community days, I don't want to see
Love
again.
Disc 100 gets like a +10. Like,
Yeah.
if we're going with stuff that doesn't evolve, Love Disc is way up there.
Yeah.
It doesn't even like give extra Stardust like it probably should because it holds a heart scale in the main series games. But
You know what'd be really funny is if it was Love Disc Community Day, but the research task gave you Alomomola.
that's so funny.
Great. All right. We've got a voicemail, too, as an answer. This one is from Sarah Amanda.
Hey, GoCast, it's Sarah Amanda here. So I was a bit surprised how much animosity y'all had for Flabébé Community Day. I mean, to me, it just seemed like a Pokemon that would inevitably get one. I mean, I have a hundo Flabébé that I've been sitting on, and I left it in the middle form. I was like, it'll get a community eventually. I'll evolve it when that happens. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing that we're not going to get the 2 more interesting regional colors, blue and red, because we're in North America. But, I mean, there's still 3 colors. I'm kind of like, whatever. They're just colors. That way, when I see people in the other regions, I'm sure now they'll be drowning in those shinies, and they can just trade me one, because they'll have like 20. And I'll be like, yay, I can get one. Anyway, as for the PokéPoll question on what would be like a terrible community Pokemon, I also thought it was strange that y'all actually consider Pokemon that don't evolve. I mean, kind of the baseline definition of what a community is something that can evolve, so it gets the special community move when it evolves. So
I gave 2 answers.
I'm just going to answer the poll with the assumption that it is a Pokemon that needs to evolve. Otherwise, yeah, it would be a terrible Pokemon for a community day, by definition of what a community actually is. But anyway, I think the most awful Pokemon would be Yungoos, because I would just be really, I'd be really irritated
bad.
just
It's
playing an
pretty
event
bad.
where that's the only thing on the map, and then I have a bajillion of them. I'd probably still play the event, but I would just transfer all of the shinies afterwards. I might not even wait to send them into home, just transfer them afterwards. That's all. Peace, Sarah Amanda.
Okay, so Saramanda, first of all, I appreciate your positivity towards Flabebe. Do I agree with it? Not a single cell in my body agrees with that. I'm upset about Flabebe still to this day. Kyle is too.
Yeah.
We are holding firm. If we were playing Red Rover, everybody would get clotheslined.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I'm not surprised necessarily that Flabebe got a community day. It is
just
a natural.
disappointed.
Yeah, it is a natural expectation because like it's a 3-stage Pokemon. It's got a bunch of different forms. Sure. But it still is bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad, especially because you get all of the. You don't get all the forms.
I will say also, this PvP GBL Worlds weekend and where I built a Florges, I did not know when we had this conversation before that Florges was a good meta Pokemon to play. And so that's great. Is that justification enough? Absolutely not. No, but it is something.
My counter to that, though, is that it was literally just featured at GoFest. It was a major spawn in every single pool.
Yeah.
It's constantly like a rare spawn during events, quote unquote rare spawn. I don't think that's a great explanation there. But.
No, it's not. I also do want to say, secondly, Saramanda, the by definition argument for a community day where it could not be a standalone thing because it would not evolve and then get the move. I don't think there is a quote unquote definition for what can and can't be considered a community day because we've had 2 Pokemon featured. We've had dual community days. We've had 2-day community days. We had 1-day community days. We had 3-stage. We've had 2-stage community days. I see no reason why we couldn't have a single stage and it just has the move when you catch it, especially if it's a not very exciting Pokemon to begin with, right?
Yeah.
And it gets a move. It's not like it's going to be meta breaking. So it would be an issue.
For an extremely long time, we were adamant about it having to be a 3-stage Pokemon with the exception of Eevee. Eevee broke the mold early.
Yeah.
But
Eevee was also like an acceptable exception.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even after that exception, everybody was like, it's got to be a 3-stage Pokemon.
Yeah.
But
so
we have since shattered that.
I don't consider that as viable as an argument as I used to, I suppose. I guess we don't. I hear you though. And I like my patterns, but if they were like Drampa Community Day and it's got Disarming Voice or it's got something other Disarming Voice, is that even a thing? It's got something else that's like a dragon move or something crazy or normal. It's got Body Slam. It probably has Body Slam already. I would not be surprised. I would not be like, oh, wow, how great, groundbreaking. That's crazy. No. But yeah. Yep. Super cool. Thank you for the voicemail, Sarah. I appreciate it.
And then for this week's PokéPoll we have, during Rocket and PvP in-game events, do the research tasks inspire you to explore different parts of the game you don't normally take part in?
Yeah, so I kind of actually already answered this because I was talking about how I was getting into GBL this past weekend and built a bunch of Pokemon and had some success and therefore some fun. That was definitely spurred on by me watching the World's coverage and being like, oh yeah, that looks a little bit of fun, and look at all the hype that's happening. When I went to NAIC 2 years ago, 3 years ago, however many times it was, I walked away from there and had like a small stint for GBL as well for like 3 weeks. And I actually will get to the goals later, but I've set a GBL goal for this episode as well.
Yes, you did.
We'll see. It'll burn out in a couple of weeks, but this did make me play a different part of the game I normally don't interface with. So my answer is yes. What about you, Kyle?
My answer is no, usually. I usually do the bare minimum for whatever it's required. I did 3 GBL to do the research for the Charge TM.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that's okay. GBL is not for me. Rocket events are hit or miss. Every once in a while I do like take part in a Rocket event, but I don't ever grind like some people we know do Rocket grunts.
Yeah.
But I will actively consume that part of the game when it's featured.
We didn't talk about it at the beginning.
Oh, we didn't. I'm so sorry.
And it was one of
it
was one of the things that I said, "Oh boy, I can't wait to talk about this when we sat down to record." Speaking of rockets, we had a collection challenge for the Team Go Rocket event this past week/weekend, and I like my collection challenges. I sure do. But it wasn't until like Friday that somebody had pointed out to me, I think it was Kyle, that the Staryu that I was missing is because it was a rocket Pokemon that I had to go find a grunt for to catch. That would have been nice if they mentioned that in the collection challenge in some way. They're like Shadow Staryu. Then it would have been obvious what we had to go do and get.
It should have said Shadow for sure.
It should have. And so anyway.
I was like, well, hang on. I went to go look at the announcements. The announcement does have a list of those 4 Pokemon at the very top of the event saying that these are new grunt Pokemon. So, like, it is there, but the collection challenge definitely should have said Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. So anyway, I spent that time. I spent some time on Sunday, one of those days, finishing it up when I had like minimal time left in order to finish the research or the collection challenge. And I was sweating because it was a Staryu. And so I did a female grunt and gave me these waters are treacherous. And it was like a Spheal or something. Or no, so it was an Oshawott. It was an Oshawott. And so I did that. I was like, oh, well, I guess the female grunts have Oshawott. So I'm looking for a male grunt that has the water. No, Chris. The female water grunts can have 3 different ones, and one of those is Staryu. So not only do you have to get the female and not the male grunt, not only do you have to get it to be water, you also have to get it to be the one of 3 Staryu. I think that is ridiculous for a collection challenge. I went through and I checked 50, 60 stops to get that.
Yeah.
That's
kind
crazy.
of my issue with rocket stuff in general is not that I don't have any problem consuming rocket content. I don't have any problem fighting grunts, doing leaders, fighting Giovanni. It's mildly enjoyable. Seeking them out is not fun.
No.
Going from point to point because what you want to do right now is go and do grunts. The game doesn't encourage it, doesn't enable it. And then when you're not doing grunts and the place that you're playing has 4 grunts there, you're like, I don't want to take the time to fight these grunts right now.
Nope.
I want them just off my screen. And that's the part, the dichotomy of like rocket stuff in Go that really gets me.
I'm with you. Yeah. But for a collection challenge, that ain't it. Don't do that again, please.
No.
Pokemon
I
Go
mean,
team, please don't do
that. Do that, but you have to say that they're Shadow. Like, you have to tell people. It doesn't make any sense. You've done it before.
Or at the very least, make it so that there's only like 1 or 2 Pokemon that it could be for that type, for that variation. That was absolutely crazy to me. I spent such a long time looking for male grunts and then being like, I can't find any with the water thing. What is going on? And look online, they're like, no, there's like a pool for the female grunt. I'm like, you're kidding me, dude. Okay, whatever. Anyway, if you, dear listener, have an answer to this week's PokéPoll question, which was once again, during Rocket and PvP in-game events, do the research tasks inspire you to explore different parts of the game you don't normally take part in? You can answer them when we post it on our X or our Threads account at GOCast Podcast. If you are listening to this episode on Spotify, you can reply to the episode there. If you're watching on YouTube, hello YouTube, you can reply as well there. If you are a patron supporter of ours, more about Patreon later. We have a channel in our patron exclusive Discord where you can post your answers there, and we prioritize those from our patrons to show on the show. You can also send us an email at mail@gocastpodcast.com or call in and leave a voicemail at 262-586-7717. And speaking of emails and voicemails, Mr. Kyle, where are we in this episode?
It's time for emails.
That's true. And one singular voicemail. This voicemail is from Hisui and Ryan.
Hey, Chris and Kyle. This is Hisui and Ryan, a.k.a. Sport. It has been a minute. Hope you guys are doing well. Things are looking up over here. Life has been pretty intense for a little while, but calmed down into a nice sense routine once again. and got my eyes on moving to Seattle these days.
Ooh.
I just don't want to live someplace hot anymore. I've done it too many years. So want to get over to Seattle. They've got beautiful weather, that like overcast rainy day. That's perfect. I love that. I want sweater weather. I want like a hot cup of tea every day. Give me that.
Soup.
So yeah. Adopted two cats since we last talked.
Nice.
Named them Tetra and Boss after Zelda characters. The Tetra's from the Wind Waker, and Boss is the king in Breath of the Wild.
Love it.
And,
love the theme.
I love them. They're so fun. Gosh, what are you guys up to? I was curious. I had a question. If you could move to any city you wanted, and you didn't have to worry about like family expectations. You didn't have to worry about like what work is in the city. Like if you didn't have to worry about those things, what city would you move to, and what would be the biggest deciding factor? I am curious. Well, all right, I'm gonna head off. It's been really fun. It's been really fun getting back into Pokemon Go. I've got some big goals I'd like to start pursuing again. I want to finish my Living Shiny Kanto Dex. Got about 33 Pokemon left to do that.
Okay.
I want to hit level 50. I'm at 47 and a half. And want to hit Legend in PvP. So I'm gonna start working towards those things again. All right. Well, bye for now. I'll catch you guys next time. And sorry for the long email.
Oh, lovely to hear from you, Ryan. Okay, so if we could move anywhere with no restrictions and no worries about family, job, that sort of stuff, and then what's the biggest deciding factor?
Mm-hmm. Are we assuming this is like continental United States, or are we talking globally?
I think anywhere. My answer is London. I've been there once. I adored every square inch of it. I loved my time in London. It was like if America had history and was interesting.
I got a counterpoint for you, though.
Why is it always a counterpoint with you, Kyle?
They don't have AC.
That's okay. Well, I mean, what do you mean? Assassin's Creed, an entire one is based there. What are you talking about?
That was a bad one, though.
Oh, whoa.
Look, all I'm saying is that I know you, but you would have a heat stroke within 2 weeks of actually
No,
living
you just buy a fan, brother. You just buy a fan.
No, I mean, I would definitely like to live in the UK for sure. I've never visited, so I can't take it.
Can you drill down? Okay.
Well, I've never visited there, but
I would love to live in Europe.
No, I don't want to. No, first off. But if I'm thinking more U.S. based type answer, I want to live in it's like Flagstaff, Arizona. It is northern Arizona, so it's not 110 degrees everywhere.
It's just 105.
It's actually they actually experience all 4 seasons in northern Arizona.
Wow.
And it's like 20 minutes from the mountains too, so you can even have snow there. And just overall, they have very, very good weather. Not like going to Phoenix where you literally melt going outside.
Right.
So
you burst into flames like said Phoenix.
yeah.
Is that it? Well, any other reason? Why Flagstaff in particular? Just
I mean, I knew somebody when I was in grade school going into high school who moved from here to Arizona, and they moved from Phoenix and then they moved to Flagstaff, and just in general because I was like interested in it at the time because that's where he lived.
Yeah.
It just seems like a very, very nice place to live if we're talking about ignoring jobs, ignoring family, ignoring anything like that.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. That's a reasonable answer. Thank you very much, Asui and Ryan. Appreciate the voicemail.
Our first email is from Ethan Marbles, and they said, "Hey, Chris and Kyle, Ethan Marbles here, a long-time listener, first-time writer. I'm writing in with a few ideas on how to make underused features in game and improve them. Let me know if you think these would be good for the game. First off, tiny Pokemon. Every time I see one of these things, I catch them begrudgingly. They have no use in Showcase and only fun if they are also shiny. I also have a personal dislike for them because I found myself a Hundo Cartana, and it was extra, extra small, and nearly gave me a heart attack trying to catch the thing.
Yeah.
Tangent aside, I have 2 fixes for this. The first is changing how showcases work. My idea is that there could be 2 showcases running simultaneously at the same Pokestop, one for large, one for small, and that would lead to a greater chance of winning showcases in general. Meaning I could finally get my PhD Pikachu. My other ideas for extra small Pokemon is simple. They drop 2 times Stardust. It would be such a simple mechanic that would make catching extra small Pokemon fun again. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I don't even think you have to double the showcases. There should just be small showcases.
Yeah.
I don't know how we are 2.5 years into showcases, 3 years into showcases, or whatever it's been, and they don't exist. It's mind-boggling.
That is crazy. Yeah.
Number 2, I personally feel that Giovanni and Super Rocket radar system in this game is flawed. Most of the time, people can't even claim theirs because they want to save it for the next Shadow Legendary. And we were at a point in the game where it is hard to justify how long the research takes for a Shadow Legendary with bad IVs when you could just raid it a few months later. Another underrated feature is the global challenges. So let's put those 2 together. My idea is a global challenge about defeating grunts that leads you to a Super Rocket radar. This would not cancel the special research out, meaning you could get 2 of them each go around, 1 to keep and 1 to use. I personally think this would solve the Giovanni problem a tiny bit. I think it's fine. I think the Giovanni thing it's a collection thing. I think the goal of the Giovanni shadow distribution is for collectors to get 1 of each.
Yep.
Not for you to get a super meta usable Pokemon.
Yeah, I think they just want you to participate, and that's it.
And if you want a super meta one, you skip. Like I did. You know, you don't get the 3 Reggies and you get 3 extra Kyogre. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. It's just different ideas for the system, that's all.
Yep.
Number 3, finally, we are 9 years into this game and have not seen an additional incubator added to the game. My fix for this would be a free non-expiring incubator when you hit level 40 and another at level 50. As a relatively free-to-play player, this would be a game changer, seeing as I already walk a ton, but with only 1 incubator. Thanks so much for reading this, and sorry for the long email, Ethan Marbles.
I think 3 is a bridge too far, but I think definitely a second one at level 50.
I think a second one at level 50 is fine. It would be pretty cool if it was a dynamic system, and you could either have 2 regular ones whenever you want, or you could have 1 super whenever you want. And you could make that decision on the fly.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm with you on that.
That'd be really... Because, like, it feels so bad to hatch a 10K plus egg on the free incubator. It feels so bad.
It does feel very bad. It does. That's why all of mine go in supers, baby.
I have a 10K in a regular incubator right now.
Oh, my God. The pain.
Yeah, but I don't care about hatching the eggs right now. The incubators are for later.
There you go. All right, well, thank you very much, Ethan Marbles. Appreciate it. Our next email is from Kali What, and they said, "Hi, guys. Second attempt at my first email. I love the show and attempted to send this after GoFest. Don't judge me, as this is a long email. Last year, I booked a trip to Japan. I've always wanted to go. We had every minute planned, and to my luck, they announced that GoFest was happening on the first weekend I was there. Words couldn't explain how excited I was, so I told my friend I was going to go as it was something I couldn't miss. He agreed to go because of FOMO. Yeah. A bit of a backstory about my friend. He doesn't play Pokemon Go. Why is he your friend? That's my first question. Just kidding. Roll on the Sunday, we arrive, and it was like Christmas to me. I'm running around, catching everything. 30, 40 raids, no shiny, we don't talk about it. Getting my t-shirt and having the best time. I clicked on a Pikachu that I had been hunting, and I see the swirl. It's a shiny. I look up to gloat and boast to my friend, and he wasn't there. In that moment, I was a bit sad. I was doing exactly what I dreamt about, but I was alone, and no one to experience with. Now this passed quickly, and it didn't ruin my GoFest experience. But it made me think of the whats. What if my usual playing crew was there? I wondered if all the people I spent hours playing with are still playing. What are they doing now, etc. I linked up with my usual community. Shout out Pokemon Go Lisburn, yeah, for global, and it was exactly how I expected. We had fun, laughs, and just banter. My question for you two is, tell me about a memory from the game you've forgotten about. Not how you missed a shiny, but how you and a friend spent hours in the rain, shiny hunting, etc. Next time, I'll send a voice note, but good luck understanding my thick Irish accent. Thanks. Collie what? There's one flaw with your request. If it's a memory that we've forgotten about, we wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
But I understand the request. I'm just being rude. I'm sorry. Thank you for your email. We do appreciate it.
It's how we express love.
Yeah, it is. Exactly right. Yep. If you're not bullying your friends, are they really your friends? I'm actually not sure how to rephrase this, though, in defense of Collie what? What's a memory that you, I guess, don't think about very often? And it's about friends, not exactly about the game, but like playing with other people.
I have two, and they are literally related, and I'm sure you are going to say one of them, so you go first. If you actually thought about it. Once I say it, you'll know it.
I haven't thought about it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be thrilled with whatever you say. But okay. I've had a couple of in-game experiences very early on that have not ever been matched. And they were the very first raid weekends that we had for Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. And one, I think it was Articuno. Sure. There was one I was with a group that I don't normally, if you've listened to this show, you've heard me tell the story like 3 times. But I was with a group I didn't normally play with. It was the McHenry County group out here. And, we were doing them all on foot. And there was a point in time when we all had to run through a graveyard to a raid that was ending. And we were just sprinting en masse through a graveyard, hopped a fence, ran across like a baseball field and got to a raid. And it felt surreal. It was really, really fun. Yeah.
I have several now because see, there you go, Chris. That story from Chris reminded me of another story I have not thought about in a hot minute.
So a memory that you had forgotten.
I had forgotten, although I don't know how I had.
I owe Collie an apology.
early raid day, 2 weeks after the story Chris just told. Me, Chris, and some players from Woodstock were doing car raids for Moltres.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we did 26? Something like that. We did a good amount for being in a car of like 4 people. And I did not get a shiny. And I was the only person to not get a shiny at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very upset at the time. Now it's just funny. Now it's just funny.
Yeah,
but
it is. Yeah.
I need to let you know, by the way, to this day, I don't have a shiny Moltres.
You've never had one?
I've never had one.
Dude.
I don't raid Moltres. I don't care for the birds. And I've never traded somebody for it. So I think that everybody I know, I guarantee you, every single person I know on my friends list that I see regularly has an extra one they could trade me.
I've got 4, brother.
Yeah.
I have one labeled GoFest 2022. What is that about?
2022 was when we were in Indianapolis.
No, it was caught in Seattle.
Oh, that was Seattle? Okay, yeah, that was 21. What?
21 was Indianapolis.
Anyways, so that was that. That was the one that Chris reminded me. The one that I was thinking about initially was the GoFest in 2019 that got rained out on the Saturday that we got to play, and I got to witness 15,000 people exit the park into the city as everybody is seeking somewhere to use the bathroom, to find something to eat, to stay dry, but also nobody wants to stop playing Pokemon Go. So that's a great time. And then the follow-up, we got to play again the following weekend as a makeup day.
Yeah.
And Chris and I played downtown Chicago again. And as we're leaving, like we're saying our goodbyes, I had not gotten the shiny Absol that I was chasing. And we were saying goodbye. I turned around the other way. I clicked on the Absol, and it was shiny. But Chris had already left, so I had nobody to share it with.
Sorry.
So,
you know, sometimes the best company is thine own. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, to embellish a bit, it was fun when we all had to leave from that thunderstorm and everybody crossed the bridge and went like maybe 2 blocks into the city, and then we all stopped and we're all just standing there like in the street in a Starbucks. Everybody's just still huddled and just raiding. It was very cool. Very cool experience. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you very much for the email, Collie. That That was a good one. Appreciate it.
Next email is from Max Tron. They said, howdy, Chris and Kyle. Max Tron here. I had some thoughts about the adventure effect discussion from a couple weeks ago. Summer is my busy season for work, so I'm either too busy or super tired, hence why this is coming a little late. I think an adventure effect that helped you increase the mood of your Pokemon more quickly or allowed you to get even more hearts or a different category of hearts than what a Poffin offers would be pretty cool. I don't really know which Pokemon and which signature move would mesh well with that outside of revisiting some old ones and giving them adventure effects. V-Create? Maybe some special moves given to Pikachu and Eevee? Or maybe revamp to return? What?
Or
Or make it the revamp to return that return needs.
Yeah.
So if it's on return, you have to have return on your buddy and then use it as an adventure effect for it to get excited faster or get more than the usual number of hearts.
They're not allowed to make Pokemon moves just regular words anymore.
Yeah. No. It's illegal. Yeah. You got to capitalize your Pokemon moves.
I guess. Yeah.
This also helps differentiate normal Pokemon from purified Pokemon more and kind of buff them. I appreciate that kind of idea.
Yeah.
To change past tracks, I was also thinking about Eternatus and the commotion about how much candy is required to max it out. This will probably come out too late to help inform trainers on it if they should buy the $15 deluxe track. Bottom look up front, I'd do it. It at least gets you close to or at a level 40 Eternatus, depending on how you play. You get a little over 7,000 out of 8,900 candy. Chris is looking at what BLUF stands for.
How did you know? Don't do this. Don't expose me on the recording. That's so funny. Okay. For context, in the email, he wrote BLUF, all like as it's like an acronym, and Kyle just rolled through it like everybody knows what this is. I had no idea.
I don't know if this is like actually a thing that's commonly used, but I mean I know it is a thing. But JRE on the Silph Road, who does all of the PvP the breakdowns and stuff like that, has a bottom look up front section, all like giant text at the top of every one of their posts. So that's the reason I know it just off the top of my head.
Google says it's a communication technique particularly used in military and business contexts where the main point or key message is presented at the very beginning of the communication, followed by supporting details.
Okay.
Anyways. We're learning so much in this episode. Jeez.
You get a little over 7,000 out of the 8,900 candy needed to take it to level 40. And the remaining candy can be gotten from about 20 Eternamax battles, depending on how quickly you shred it. Still steep, but if you're getting to level 90 of your pass for the first 7,000 or so candies, you're probably doing some Eternamax battles on the way. Oh, and you'll get about 10 max battles worth of particles from both sides of the pass. Oh, that's actually really good. I hadn't thought about that. That's pretty great if you buy the pass. Not too shabby. And the remaining 10 battles worth of particles is around $16. But I'm not taking into account how many max particles you brought into the event or if you have any particle packs already from the previous purchases or rewards. Also, like you can bring in the particles and then also you will get some for the day as well. So you get like what? 3 free battles-ish?
Yeah.
Now for where the tires hit the Waylord Road. That's a play on words, all right? To get all the Candy XL you need for Eternatus to be level 50, you're going to need about 50 candies per battle. You need something like 160 battles. This is part of the 20 for level 40, and it includes the 890 Candy XL the pass gives you. 160 battles is a lot for even a full weekend to play. And maybe the Anaheim players can get it more easily since I think they get Candy XL instead of another Eternatus encounter.
Yes.
This is true. I don't know how much, though. Probably 890. But they also probably still won't since, let's face it, PvPers notoriously don't raid as much. Anyways, back to the Algebra Max. 160 battles, right? How much MP is that? Or what's the file number we're looking at in cost? About $210.
Ooh,
Particle
boy.
packs come in packs of 6 for $8. So when you math it out, yeah. And this
Rough.
is all assuming an average of 50. You can get less than 50 from a battle, and you can get more. So
Sure can. Sheer con.
Now, I get that adventure effects are sort of like free premium items. 2 of them work like incense for day and night stuff. 1 pauses time, another increases range. The wander item from a Monster Hunter Now, and 2 of them make you stronger in gyms, raids, and max battles, and the final 2 effect catching. I get that a Dynamax Cannon can still be used without any investment into getting Eternatus to 50 or even 40. Is that the play then? Just hold on to the candy so you can Dynamax Cannon for your max battles? Or is it somewhat worthwhile to get your Eternatus to 40 and forego having much candy left for the cannon? We do have Behemoth Blade, and that affects all damage, not just max moves. I mean, I think Eternatus is good, but is it $225 good? No, it's not. I'm going to cut it off right there for a second. It's not that good. Please don't spend that much money doing it. No. I beg everybody. I play Master League where dragons, fairies, and ground types abound. Ugh. I can't imagine breaking the meta so badly that we want a few who fully invest in Eternatus to feel all-powerful in every battle. It's a lot of money to consider. The most money I think any Pokemon has cost upon release. Raid legendaries are much cheaper at around 45 raids, costing $45, give or take a little. You also don't get as much in other rewards, though. If you stick with 160 battles, that's 4 million dust without a star piece, and the same experience without a lucky egg. Raids don't touch that. Not to mention you can double every max battle for about $2, but then that shoots your cost from $210 to $530, or maybe a little less if you're getting a deal in coins. That is misrepresenting the case, because if you're doubling the cost, you're doing half as many raids. So it definitely should not cost $530 if you're doubling everything.
That's still a tough thing to math out.
Yeah. It is more than if you were to just do them regularly, though, of course, 100%. Because doubling is more than 1 particle pack.
Yeah.
I just converted 200 coins into $2. It's probably a better deal when you unavoidably have to buy the 99 coin basket and get bonus coins. Eterna barf. But back to rewards, you have to spend $530 to double everything. So now you have 8 million Stardust, 8 million experience. Oh, and maybe you get your Candy XL faster because you doubled stuff. Now let's ride the Mudsdale all the way, folks. You probably got like 100 rare Candy XL or something along the way of 160 battles. So now you have 200 of those. Crazy. I guess if you double stuff, you probably do half those battles, so 80, which at the end of all the day is still about $270. Still big Eterna barf, but half as big. Sorry, I'll clean this mess up and accept critique on my algebra maxing. I left out some factors to help it along faster, but the big number is mostly still there. Eternal shiny vibes, and sorry for the behemoth-sized email.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, $270 sounds about accurate.
Yeah.
But the time save. The time save.
Yeah. Is it worth it?
If you were going to take this level 50, it is absolutely worth it to double every reward. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, it's not even a question. Mm-hmm. And if you're remote raiding, it is even more worth it. Because doubling is cheaper than doing a remote raid or remote max battle.
Yeah.
So don't do it, please. I beg you. Get it to level 40.
I beg you.
I beg you, please. Don't tell them that people will do this. We're gonna find out in October that Pokemon Go had a record-breaking year.
Oh my God, they're gonna be like, I can't believe they all bought Eternatus for $500.
Well, and also all of the dog raids too.
Yeah. This lead-up event all week is just loosening the purse strings a little bit. That's all it's doing, honestly. That's it, dude. Okay. All right, so tell you what, folks, we have a couple more emails left, but they're long, and since we are already way past our normal recording time, we're going to save them for next episode. Thank you very much, Maxitron, by the way, for the email. Forgot to say that. So we're going to wrap it up here, and then we will hear from Bulbaseth and from Diet Soda Pop 35 next episode. In conclusion, I suppose. I haven't said that since high school when I gave like a speech. In conclusion, if you'd like to send us an email just like these fine folks did, you can send it to mail@gocastpodcast.com. If you'd like to send us a voicemail, you can call 262-586-7717. Visit our website for all things GoCast at gocastpodcast.com. Follow us on X, Threads and Instagram at the handle @GOCast Podcast. And if you'd like to help support the show and get access to our patron-exclusive Discord, you can via Patreon. That's spelled patreon.com/GoCast Podcast. Minimum of $1 gets you the Discord access. So if you can part with $1 a month, you get access to the coolest group of trainers on the internet. Promise you that. Speaking of patrons, shout out to our elite trainer tier patrons. It's my turn, so here we go. Big shout out to Bo, Daniel, Lori, Michael, Ozzy, Arkham, Marvin, Mimi, Sforza, Rasui, and Ryan, Thayer, Jason, Justin, Charles, Modders, Lee, William, Brandon, Ethan, Steven, Nick, our favorite listener, Jutu, Camel, the Yogi Rock, Jacob, Victoria, Sailor, Memorandums, Nabil, Tish, Jacob, Matthew, Don, John, Paul, Sean, Dave, Nassical, Purple, Opal, Nergofon, Beta Ski, Cyprian, Don, Fear the Turtle, Chad, and Everdark Raven. Thank you so much for your generous support in helping us keep the digital lights on, amongst other things. And if you'd like to help support the show in addition to that, or in light of monetary support, please consider leaving us a review. It's free for you and huge for us for discoverability and all that good stuff. All right, so Mr. Kyle, we have the Max Finale event this week and the weekend with the Eternatus stuff for us to set goals about. So what are you setting goals for before next time we record next week?
I want to finish the Battle Pass. I don't actually know if that's going to happen.
When you say that, you mean like 100, right?
Yeah, I do mean 100, I guess.
Or do you mean 60 you get Eternatus? Because I think that's a very easy goal.
No, it's that. I mean, definitely 60 is a given.
Yeah.
Will do whatever it takes to do that because you can't miss out on getting Eternatus.
You should do all 500 ranks.
I am going to say 100 because I think 500 will be unreasonable unless they do something drastic to the steps, the missions.
I agree.
I want to get a level 40 Eternatus with max attack 3 and 1.5 million experience.
How close are you to 50?
Like 5 million experience.
Oh, you're so close, man.
I'm going to need excellent throws. Like I said would happen. I'm going to need excellent throws before I need experience. I need 400 more excellent throws.
Okay. Hey, man, full baby community day. Just kidding. That one's a pain in the butt.
God.
All right. For myself, finish the Battle Pass as well. That means rank 100 at the very least. Get as much Eternatus candy as possible. I'm not going to set a hard goal because, like I said, for whatever reason, I'm just like not... I'm like excited on paper, but I'm not personally jazzed. And I have a lot of other stuff going on this weekend. I'm going to try my best to carve out as much time as I can to do this, but I have a feeling that I'm just like not going to perform like I normally do. I don't know why. I just have this feeling.
You can just wail, accept every invite that someone sends you.
I will to a degree. I just don't want to do a lot. I don't know. I'm not burnt out. I'm just disinterested, which is strange because this is an exciting thing. Anyway, we'll see how I feel after we come out of the event. And then lastly, I want to hit rank 10 in GBL. I'm rank 5 right now. I've only lost 2 games that I've played so far, so it's going pretty well. It's because it's the end of the season, and everybody that is rank 1 and rank 2 and rank 3 are truly those ranks. So
yep, exactly.
Absolutely. All right, so thanks, folks, for listening all the way through. We really appreciate you. We'll see you next week after the Max Finale weekend. Good luck out there, and we'll catch you for episode 338. Bye-bye.
Bye.